Very good morning, students. Today we will see about the queuing theory. So before going to see the topic, I'm going to tell you that why we are studying this queuing theory. So nowadays time is more precious to each and everyone. So based on the queuing theory result, we will analyze that numerical analysis. Based on that result, we will give some suggestions to that how to reduce that waiting time of a customers in that queue. So it's very useful in real life. So now I'm going to tell you that what is the definition of queuing theory. So queuing theory is the study of waiting line. So what is the meaning of line? So line is always calling as queue. So what is the meaning of queue? So people are standing one by one for getting something. So imagine you are going to one hospital. So what will we do in the first thing? So we will go to the line and we will get a token from the reception. So this is what a basic thing of the queuing theory. So we are standing one by one. So to get something from the service station. So this is called a queue. So in queue, people are standing. So the peoples are coming from the finite or infinite population. So this is what a definition of a queue. Queuing theory is study of a waiting line. So these two definitions are important. So what is the characteristics of this queuing theory? So main characteristics of the queuing theory is queuing system. So now I am going to explain that what is the meaning of this queuing system. Once again, I will mark that. So here we will say that this is a customer's arrival part. So imagine we are standing in front of the hospital. So what will you do? We will enter into the gate. Afterwards we will join by the line. So we will enter into the gate, no? So that is called a customer's arrival. So always arrival is follows the Poisson distribution. So after entering to the gate, we will join by the queue. So this is the second step of the queuing system. So we will wait for a few minutes. Afterwards, we will enter into the service station. So imagine now I am going to join one queue in that hospital. So receptionist is going to give me the token. So this is called a service station. So all the three are called as a receptionist. So this full system is called a service station. All the three are called as a servers. So this is the main concept of the queuing system. This is what very important. Afterwards, we will see about that characteristics of a queuing system. So what is the characteristics of a queuing system means we will have mainly two characteristics. First one is called a customer, second one is called a server. So customer entering to the service station join the queue and we will wait for a few minutes. No? So afterwards we will get the service from the service station. So these two are the very, very important characteristics in the queuing system. And then I'm going to tell you that some examples of queuing system. So imagine the hospital and as well as the reception desk. First thing is the full hospital is called the queuing system. So the customers, so now I am a patient. Imagine I am a patient. So I am the customer. Then I am going to take a token. So token from the receptionist. Therefore the receptionist is called as a server. So after getting the token, I will leave the queue. So this is called the complete queuing system. Afterwards, I will tell you that what is the meaning of finite population model and infinite population model. So finite and infinite both are depends on the arrival rate. So if suppose in that case customer entering to the service is called arrival. So arrival rate is called a numerical value denoting the arrival process. So in that process arrival rate is depending on the number of customers in both served and waiting is called a finite population. If it is depends means finite population. If does not depends means that is called a infinite population. So there are two cases. So all the two are depends only on the arrival rate. And then what is called a queue behavior. So already I told you customers are joining in the queue. So customers having the three types of characteristics. So now I'm going to tell you that one story. So there are three friends. First person is called a balking. Name of that first person is balking. Second person name is reneging. Third person name is jockeying. So all the three friends are planning to go to the movie. So the movie has started within a 1 hour. So what they are doing means they need to take a ticket, no? So that why. So all the three are seeing the queue. So all the queues are very very long. So what the first person is saying means, balking is saying, no, I am not joining the line because the line is too long. Second person, reneging what he is telling means he will join the queue. So he thought that the queue will move fastly. So that imagination, this is an imagination of reneging. Then what is the third person, jockeying? So jockeying what he is doing means he is entering to the first queue. So he feels that the first line is too small. That's why he joined in the first line. So balking, he left the queue. So without joining the queue, he will left from the queuing system. So second person, he joined that. After few minutes, he is continuously waiting. But the line is not moving. Because of this impatience, so he will leave the queue. So before getting the service, he will leave the queue. This is a concept of the reneging. And the third one is jockeying. So jockeying means what is the third person doing means he joined in the first line now. So he feels that the second line is too small. So he is jumping from the first line to the second line. So this is a characteristics of the third person, I mean jockeying. So these three are the queuing system. So again I am telling that first person balking what he is doing means because of the queue length he will leave the queuing system. And then reneging, because of his impatience, he left the queue before getting the service station. And the last person is jumping from one line to the another line. So this is the meaning of the jockeying. So all the three are the queue behaviors. So now I am going to tell you that what are all the queue discipline types of there. So there are 4 types of there. First one is first in, first out. So what is the meaning of this one means? I will tell you along with one example. Suppose I am going to get a medicine from the medical shop. I will get some medicines. So what I am doing, so don't imagine the local shops, we can't join in the line. Imagine the hospital, in front of the hospital we are having medicine shop, no? So imagine that shop. So we are standing in one line, then we will get a service. So if I have joined as a first person means I will get a medicine in the first person. Afterwards, so this is a meaning of first in, first out. Most probably we will use this model. So what is the second one? Last in, first out. So imagine in that older days we have a two-wheeler stand. So what they are doing in the two-wheeler stand? Suppose I am the first person entering into the stand means what I am doing? I will move to the corner. So the last person standing in the first position. If the person going out means the last person need to go out. So this is a meaning of last in, first out. So they are entering into the last, but he will left the queue as a first person. So this is a meaning of the last in, first out. So what is the meaning of selection in random order? So in front of me, imagine that I am having one box. So in that box I am having color balls. So different color balls. So without any restriction, without any condition, I am going to take one ball. So I am closing my eyes, I am going to take one ball. So any color I will get it. So this is a meaning of a selection in random order. Randomly I took one ball. And then the last case is service according to the priority. So what is the meaning of this one means? Suppose imagine that I am a patient. So I am waiting in that hospital. After getting the token, I am an outpatient. So I am waiting in that queue. So suddenly one accident case is coming. So immediately the doctor going to take a treatment of him. So he is not considering me because I am the outpatient, no? So priority is giving to that accident persons. So this is a meaning of service according to the priority. And the next one is queuing models. So what is the meaning of queuing models means? We will say that MM1. So here, what is meaning of MM1 means? See, first one is called a arrival process. Always we will use that Poisson distribution. This is called a service process. Always services depends on the exponential distribution. So what is the meaning of this means? Number of servers. So in that queuing system, how many numbers are there? I mean servers. So whether the system is having single server or a double server or a multiple server. So first type is called a single server. Second type is called a double server. So I will give you one example of the single server. So always we are telling that no. So reception we will get a token. So that is the best example for a MM1 model. So what is the meaning of MM2? So imagine the same hospital. In front of the hospital, already I told you, no. So we will have some medicine shop. So in that medicine shop, in the first queue, if you are standing means you need to pay the bill. After you need to move to the second queue, so we will get a medicine. So this is what a best example for that MM2. So what is the meaning of MMC? Imagine you are entering to the marriage function. So in that marriage function, we will have a buffet system now. So buffet system is the best example for MMC. So we have more than 2 servers. So they are serving different items. So nearly they will give you 10 items. So we will have a 10 servers. So in that model, we will say that we will calling this model as MMC. So these are the queuing models. So today we saw about some introduction about the queuing theory. So in tomorrow classes, we will see that related problems of this topic. Thank you, students.